Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F3 division. We are here around Sao Paulo, Brazil, round 15 of the season. There are only 3 more rounds to go after this, 4 races in total to decide both championships, the drivers and the constructors. Both cannot be won tonight. One is a little bit closer to be won. The drivers, it's nowhere near close to be finished. And that's what we love to see. And yeah, so hopefully this should be an interesting race. We start off with Q1 because we've got full qualifying today. We have 20 drivers. Headshot will be joining a little bit later on. But we have full qualifying once again. I'll be surprised if F3 that we're not. But yeah, I am BHA Firefish, and I am joined by my usual compadre for F3, Mr. Orphan. And Orphan, we are definitely privileged here today, aren't we? Because we still have no idea where this championship is going to go in the drivers. It's so ridiculously close, and all drivers are always consistently near the top. So, yeah, hopefully it goes on to the very last race, but this should be a fun one anyway to get us rolling our last 4 races. Hello?
Yeah.
Are you there?
I was
Hello?
just looking at the Discord. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's an interesting race. This one, Brazil. Everyone's a fan favorite of this one, probably one of the old tracks. And I think everyone's going to be very, very close once again on this track, especially this tier. Tier 1 has been famously close throughout qualifying throughout the season, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Brazil always brings out a very close qualifying here. It's a very short track. A lot of people know it, as you say. There are a few corners here that can catch out the unwary, and you need to be very confident in your setup. Otherwise, things just aren't going to go your way. Obviously, I had my race last night, and I discovered very, very quickly that DRS train is a thing, and if you're out of it, you are going to struggle like anything to get back. Managing your EOS as well is going to be an interesting one. We didn't have any rain yesterday, which is a bit of a shame, but as you can see on the skies, it is a bit overcast already in Q1. A little bit of rain would be very interesting to spice things up.
Definitely. Could possibly go in at the end of Q3. But no one's actually mentioned. I don't forget in the chat, but I'll have a look.
The chat right now.
You know me. I say that, and I haven't got a chat up. So look. No one's said anything yet, really, about it.
Yeah, good evening to those that watch. Watching from the start. Thank you very much. I always like when people do that. We've got a nice amount from the very beginning. They're ready and waiting.
Well, 6 for the fastest times so far, 9-3. 2 races, 2 drivers been across the line. Well, Clate's 123, that can't be right, and JP 16-1. So obviously they've messed up somewhere on those laps.
So on to 9.2. Reminder to everybody, we are just looking at our top 15 drivers to go through to Q2. Because I think this week we've had 2 short qualifyings. So it's good to see a full qualifying in process. Might get a few surprises here because of the close timing. You really need to be on it from the get-go.
Yeah. It's getting that turn 1 right and 2 is the key to getting the lap right. The rest of the lap is pretty straightforward after that. Just get that turn 1 and 2 right into 3. And if you get that right, you're got a good lap on your hands, because, like I say, the rest of the track is fairly straightforward.
Can you... I don't know if you've seen in the Discord, but can you check Jedi for me, please? Just how he's... Because apparently there's a bit of a lag problem going on. And Patronus gets into the 8s for the first drive of the set to 1:8.7, and Patronus is already on it. One of our championship contenders coming into tonight. I actually go through the standings very quickly because we have yet again, for the upteenth time, a new championship leader, and that is Fishsticks. After his second place and Patronus's 5th place means that Fishsticks leads on 154 points. He is 2 points ahead of Patronus, so it could very easily change again. These two have been the ever consistent in the division. However, they have been joined by a third party, and that is Fruit Boy on 140 points. And of course we heard, remember Orphan, the talk we had with Patronus. He was not happy with his teammate, who pulled off that last bit overtake before the safety car, which they then double stacked, which then meant Patronus had to fight back from the midfield up to 5th place. I mean, he did well to get back to 5th, but Patronus has said very, very publicly that he's not really a teammate anymore, basically. He's going for it. So if we see them both at the front, we could have fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Well, they will be at the front because they normally qualify around that area. So there could be fireworks, definitely. Because, like say, Fruit Boy, who was not technically in the championship up to a few races ago, and he certainly dragged himself into it, and he's not going to, as Legends is spun around in Sector 2.
There's also a slow Alpine, I think, by the looks of it. JP.
Yeah, lost it into the end of Sector 2.
JP's very slow. That out of fuel. Oh, he's literally dragging himself up the hill because he's got no fuel.
Oh, right.
That's I was seeing like a little light blue dot going very, very, very slowly.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, as you say, Fruit Boy's leapt himself into it. Well, he's the man of form. He has 3 wins in a row. The only driver in this division that has done that. Very impressive. From Mexico, France, and then obviously Hungary last time out. And it shows from Fruit Boy, because obviously Patronus was hinting that he was playing the team game. It's obvious that Fruit Boy maybe is playing the team game, but he's mainly going for himself. The whole Sebastian Vettel at Red Bull vibes, I think. That's yeah, very, very interesting, because yeah, Fruit Boy is definitely in it. 14 points off the lead. Willy Bum in the Haas is 4th place, 121 points. He's not mathematically out of it, and he cannot be like eliminated after tonight, no matter what. But he needs to start beating the 3 ahead of him. He needs to, well, ideally Orphan, he needs to beat all 3 of them tonight. That's Willy Bum.
Yeah.
Because obviously he missed Hungary, was hoping that his rivals didn't score well. They all did. So, yes, Zoms is the other one as well. He is still mathematically in it. It's basically the top 5, because Zoms is on 100 points, 54 points back. Yet again, same to Willy Bum, he definitely needs to beat all those ahead of him to still remain in the hunt. And then
that now, Mr. Neon has set a 198 on a set of mediums.
Yeah, I was going to mention him. Yeah, Gravedigger in the chat. Good evening to Gravedigger. I was mentioning Mr. Neon. I was going to get to him. Mr. Neon. So he has been promoted from F4. And Orphan, you would know a little bit more about Neon because you raced with him.
Yeah.
In that division. Definitely a deserved call-up, I understand.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was way too quick for F4. I think, like I say, the last race he won by 18 seconds, taking it easy, really.
Oh,
that really sort of promoted him. But before that, he's not been off the podium really. He's won about, I'd say, 80% of the races that he's raced in. He's virtually gets quite a lot of the poles. So yeah, he was definitely deserved a promotion to F3.
So times are coming in thick and fast now with 7 minutes to go.
I mean, I've seen that time 9.8 on mediums. Come on.
I'll get a put a set of softs on. Oh, as Willy Bum makes a big mistake in the middle sector, just on board with him. We're going to mention this driver here as well, K1 Skies, who is a reserve now, I believe. Oh, a bit wide on the final corner. K1 Skies in the Red Bull.
No, that's changed his name. That's Vettel.
Oh, gulps. This is what confused me. I know I change my gamer tag every now and again, but still.
Yeah.
That's Vettel. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi Vettel. What are you doing? Bit of a wobble anyway. Fishsticks has gone up to third on a 9-0. Buttons on an 8-9 to join Petronas in the 108 club. Root Boy of a 9-1. I'm noticing as well, I noticed this yesterday, often.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you watch Jedi? Have you seen Jedi drive around? Because I've been asked about him.
Yeah, I looked at him. He did look a little bit laggy.
Bad? Or...
he'd have to come out again. But, I don't know. It's hard to tell, really, when he's... if he's that bad on his own. I don't know.
Oh.
When he'd be a run of a car, it's like, that's the problem.
Oh. Willy Bum's having a very rough lap. Middle sector. He had to give the McLaren, I think, a fruit boy bit of a wide berth and touch the grass, and that messed up his tyres, and then it's been a bit of a scrappy finish to his lap. It's currently in a bit of a pressure here because he's down in 17th. We're only eliminating 3 more drivers because Headshot and Slinky, I believe, have qualifying bans respectively. Just looking at that as Richie goes up to 14th on a 10-3. Really need to be in the 9s, I think, to be at least safe.
No, he's doing the 1 lap.
I'll slow that.
Yeah.
Mr. Neon also is on a lap, as is AK the Legend, although Legend is 2 tenths down.
That's why JP,
kind of...
JP and him do the go that 1 lap and then have only 1 lap of fuel in the car. That's why JP was out of fuel.
Mm-hmm. So Legend is back into the pits. Will need to go again. Get Richie's 4 tenths up already on his lap. Goes through the middle sector. Very tricky middle sector, very long middle sector as well. He's now a second up, so this is a lot better from Richie if he can get that last corner right, which he does. I saw somebody else's drop up, but here comes Richie with a 9.1. Decent lap there from Richie, as my camera's like, no, we don't want to see you anymore. There you go. Right up to 6th place. Very nice lap.
The only problem is then you're out of fuel, so you got to creep around the whole of the lap.
Yeah. Might get a couple of surprises in Q1 here. You can see how close the midfield is. 2 tenths. Yeah, Rodders isn't improving either, so I think they'll get back into the pits.
I got to practice that little trick myself.
Right, so Willy Pump back out again. This is his 3rd attempt of setting a lap. There's 3 minutes to go, so he's got time to do a lap and then another one, but a bit of unwanted pressure for somebody, as I mentioned, Orphan, he needs to beat the likes of Patronus, Fish Sticks, and Fruit Boy, who are currently all in the top 5.
Yeah. Patronus looking very fast around here, and Button. I looked at him in practice earlier, and Button was apparently ahead of Fish Sticks.
Good to see Button actually fighting at the front, because he hasn't this season, and I really thought he would have done.
I predicted for the championship.
Ooh. Ooh, careful, Willy Bum. Oh. Willy Bum very sketchy through turns 1, 2, and 3. Or turns 1 and 2, really. The problem is with turn 1 is if you hit the curb too much on the inside, because it's a cambered corner, curb sort of lifts the car up, then sends you out of line for turn 2, which is so easy to cut. Kind of one corner flowing into another. It feels like to me, I don't know if you want to ride on board with Willy Bum, Orphan. Feels to me he's a bit, I don't know. He doesn't seem happy with this track.
He did say to me that in the party earlier that there was a last minute setup that he got. So, so
that's never the best preparation to be. No. 12th on a 9.5. I mean, he gets in, but is that going to be enough? That pushes Neon out, pushes Legend, who is invalidated, out. You got Biscuits. Well, Biscuits is not going to set a time, so this is between Legend, Neon, Rodders. Jedi is in the pits on a 9.6, so Jedi is in big trouble if these all improve, and Rodders is already up by 4/10 in the first sector.
I was going to say, right, Mr. Neon, you will not get through F3 on a set of mediums like you will in F4.
Well, he's already going, and he's 7/10 up on his lap. So this, well, he was in F4, he's now in F3, and he goes 5th. So there you go.
Yeah,
I think it's right. I think it's right. You moved up.
Yeah.
Right. So that pushes Jedi down even further, and I think Jedi is going to go, because here comes Rodders, who is 8/10 up on his lap. A pretty decent lap here, Rodders. To go 3rd. Wow, okay. But Jedi is gone. So Willy Bum is going to go through by the skin of his teeth. This is now between AK the Legend, who we're looking at now, against Vettel, and Legend's only 3/10 up. He needs to find a little bit more out the last corner. There's not much out of the last corner, so is this going to be enough for Legend? Okay, the Legend goes... Oh, he does! By a couple of tenths in the end, so that pushes Vettel in the Red Bull out. Willy Bum goes through by less than a 10th.
Oof, that is close. Everyone in the nines down there.
A nice last lap in the end for AK the Legend, but it does mean that Vettel goes out in the Red Bull. Half a second covering the top 14. Tells you how close that is, and it's 2/10 from 7th down to 14, so pretty good. But there is your Q1 Exeters. Slinky Maliki, Headshot, Biscuits, all never set a time. Apparently Biscuits, controller disconnected in the pit lane, and he hit the wall in the pits. That's very unfortunate. Jedi goes out only just, and Vettel as well, but they were a 10th away from going in.
That is close.
Yeah, Rodders up there with a nice lap. Neon showing that he should be in F3. Which means Q2 might be very interesting. Oh, it's got even brighter as well. Definitely no chance of rain. Right, here we go. How many people we got watching? Then, um, I think this will be the right time, I think, to announce this. But we are going to have a particular evening. I think a few people have seen this already in my suggestions on whether to do this. But a RSF1 Awards night. I think we've done before. In the past, we haven't done one for a while. Not since I was last in RSF1, and I don't think there was in between. Anyway, so yes, I'm thinking of putting together a RSF1 Awards night. The night in question will happen because I've seen on the calendar when we finish this season and when the next game comes out. It is a week, so we basically got a week free, and it will be some point during that week. So, and it will basically include our best moments of this season, our best overtake, our best race. And there's also an award that I'm working on at the moment, which is who has made the most overtakes or the most positions gained from their grid start. And I've gone through every tier, every race director screenshot, added every single driver. I say every single driver. This award would only be given to drivers that have basically stayed in their division for a very, very long time. So anybody that has basically moved, or vice versa, or hasn't been in a tier for very long, I'll add them up, but they won't be included because basically they'll be miles behind, someone that's been in there from the start. So I've already added up a few, and there are a few interesting races going on. Would you like to know, Mr. Orphan, our top 3 in F3 at the moment? Because I can tell you.
Yeah, sure.
So, actually, do you want to guess? Do you want to guess who's made the most overtakes so far? Or I say overtakes. The most positions gained from their start points. Most overtakes. We'll say overtakes because they are. Most overtakes. It's a bit surprised. It is in this division.
Richie.
Hey, Richie, okay. Richie's a good shout. He's made 51 overtakes so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Gravedigger says Zoms.
I wouldn't say Zoms because he starts at the front a lot.
Yeah, Gravedigger, he's made 2 places. Because as Orphan says, he either doesn't make any places or when he gains a couple. Or starts at the front. No, Richie's good. He's at 51. But I think he's 3rd. Yeah, Richie's 3rd at the moment of 51.
I'd say JP.
JP is a good shout. He's got 41.
Elihan.
Yep. He has made 63 overtakes.
Oof.
He's actually, of all the divisions, Elihan has made the most overtakes out of everybody.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Orphan, by the way, you are on 43 in F4 so far. And that is so far, by the way, because we've still got the 4 races to go to be added.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I had such a poor qualifying, that's probably why.
Yeah, it goes Ham on 63, Patronus on 52, and then Richie on 51. Gravedigger. I know there are times coming in. We'll go straight to the times in a minute. Gravedigger's interested. Gravedigger, you've made 12 overtakes. Or positions gained, shall we say. You actually qualify very well, or you have very solid races, Gravedigger, from what I remember. Adding yours up. But the leader in F4 is Eli Alves, or El Alves. He's made 54 from the beginning. Yeah, yeah. There'll be other awards going on, but that's like
Surprising, right? Because El Alves, right, he's made so many overtakes, yeah? But
mhm.
he scored, I think it was like his first points of the season, like, or something last race or something.
What LA Hamilton?
No, Alves.
Oh, Alves. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know the table
I
for
had a
full,
look at the
so I wouldn't know.
standings quickly.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's only on like about a few points.
yeah. I noticed with Alves,
14.
a lot of his is 18th, 19th, and he finishes 12th or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I there wasn't like there was a lot of people I noticed in the divisions. I think you had one author where you made like 8 or 9.
Hmm.
There's a few. I think the most I've seen is 14, 14 or 15, and I can't remember who it was. But yeah, that'll be one award going on. That is ongoing at the moment, and I'll reveal who is the top 3 in each division and who has done the most out of all the tiers, which is interesting to see. There's also the big ones. So like the 3 big awards, I guess, is the driver's driver of the season. So you, the viewers, will be able to vote on who you think is the driver of the season in your respective tier, or maybe in somebody else's division that you've seen has done a very good season.
Hmm.
Obviously, you cannot vote for yourself, or just ignore it.
Damn.
There's going to be the commentators' driver of the season. So we'll probably have one from F3, for example, what we do. JD, I think, does F1 normally now, so I think he'll pick one from F1, and then we'll sort of combine it a lot. And then, arguably, the most competitive award, I think, from the viewers only, because we cannot pick, the commentator of the season. So, yeah, get your thoughts and things. We will make an official announcement when every single detail is ready, because I still need to collaborate with everybody. But yeah, it'll be a fun little one.
Michaels will be crying into his tea if he doesn't get it. Let's just put it this
I
way.
don't mind. Even I think I'm not the best. I would never.
Oh.
And to be brutally honest, I think everyone does like a really good job in commentating, because at the end of the day, as a hobby, we do it because we like doing it. We're not paid for this, so
I only do it for a bit of fun.
yeah.
Because it's like I say, I like watching a good tier, which F3 has been this year. I personally, I got no disrespect to F2 or F1, but they don't tend to have full grids all the time, and it's not as close a racing as what F3 is, and F3 is always full grids normally, and the racing is always pretty good and dramatic, and that's what I love about it so much this year. And it's got a good bunch of drivers in there. Everyone has their little moments where they don't like each other, but then generally the whole of F3 tend to get on.
Right, 6 minutes to go. We've had our moments and so on, but we need to get into Q2 now. So Petronas once again tops the session with an 8.7, pretty much matching what he did in Q1. So definitely on it tonight. Button is still with him on an 8.8. Ras is now joined the 8 club on an 8.9 and third. Zoms is fourth. Fish looks very close. Joined by Richie. Richie, go on.
Yeah.
I'm not biased, I swear. Goodness me.
He's loving that second run around on the tyres, though, isn't he?
Richie has made Q3 before, hasn't he? But it's a very rare, isn't it?
He's improved his qualifying lately, definitely. Stepped up a gear.
I try not to sound too harsh about him, but just stating fact.
His qualifying was letting him down. That's what it's called. Throughout the season, and he's actually improved that part of his game. The last, like, I'd say 5 or 6 races. It was the same with JP. JP has been struggling in qualifying, but he's improved his as well. And like the 3 drivers, I'd say, who've improved their qualifying lately have been JP, Rodez, and Richie. I put them down as because they seem to be getting there to getting consistently into Q3.
Fruit Boy has joined his teammate on an 8-7. He's an exactly 100th behind his teammate. Oh boy.
Is it time to move Patronus up to tier 2 now?
No. No. Because if you move Patronus up, you're gonna have to move up the next 6. Judging by this qualifying. As Legend goes up to a 9-2. Look how close that is. But why would you move anybody up at this point? And you can see how close that is. It would be ridiculous. I mean, Patronus has pointed out that his lap that he's just set there was on a used set of tyres. Which is ominous. Depending if everybody else is on a used set of tyres, but... No, I know what it... I think I know what it is. I think it's last week's race orphan. I reckon he's still a little bit... I don't know, tetchy about it.
Yeah. I'm only joking
is the wrong word.
I was only joking about Patronus. I was just waiting for him in the chat to come out with something.
No, don't take me to Div 2. No.
Yeah.
You can join Div 2. You can join Div 2 and you can join Division 2 and race with me next season, Patronus. All right, that's the deal.
Mm.
Assuming we are going to be of same pace in the next game.
You never know. At the end of the day, I could be F1 next game.
That's what I love about a new game.
Yeah, have you seen the new game?
Yes, especially
the new features
handling
and stuff with
the
setup.
Yeah, the handling, the ERS modes as well. How in every session you can go from none to hot lap and overtake.
Yeah. It does look an interesting game, I tell you that. If they're doing all this stuff with the tyre wear and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the tyre model, the dynamic handling, and the engine braking as well. How if you do more engine braking, you could save ERS. How they're hinting at the fact that you're going to have to change setup.
Trail braking and stuff like that. D-rating and things.
Yes, indeed.
But it does, the setups have to be fine-tuned now, I think, on a new game.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Easton, for yapping. Okay, I am focused on the qualifying as well. You're saying for us, let's stop yapping. Right, Fistix, hang on a minute. Fistix. He's 6 tenths up on his lap already. This is going to go right up to the top if he can finish it. Which, assuming he will, knows me thinking he was going to be in danger. Oh, it's an 8-7 as well. Lost a couple of tenths. 1,000ths ahead of Fruit Boy. Look at that, all 3 of them. The 3 contesting for the championship are all ridiculously close. But here's someone, Mr. Button, that can maybe be a thorn in their side as he goes quicker on an 8.6.
8.6 from Button. Get in there.
Button's joined the chat. Goodness me, look at this. 30 seconds to go. We now need to look at those in danger. Willy Bum is actually on a much better lap now. He goes up to 6th on an 8.9. Getting used to that setup.
Yeah, he's finding his feet on that setup now.
Right, Ham giving a little slipstream to his teammate JP. That's great teamwork from the 2 Alpine drivers, who are 14th and 15th at the moment. Legend is gone. Flix is 11th. Clates is the one in danger. You've got Neon down there, Richie down there. Ras and Willy Bum are not all safe either.
Mr. Neon messed up his first run, so he's going to have to go again.
Ham is done. Ham has done a really noble sacrifice, although actually wasn't going to make the lap, but he's given slipstream to JP and basically said, let's see if you can get through. Slicks goes up to 5th on an 8.8.
Rodders 8.9. He knocks Mr. Neil out of qualifying. So
sneaks in. Can JP do it? No. JP went wide at the last corner and it cost him everything in his lap. So the Alpines are 14th and 15th. It's a disaster. Sorry guys, but it is. Richie goes through to Q3. On a 9.0 he goes through.
It's like I was saying about Rodders and Richie into Q3. Look at these guys. 14th JP, only what 3/10 away from getting through.
Yeah. Top 10 are covered. Well, the top 8 are covered by. Have a look. 3 temps from Button in first and Willy Bum in 8th. His teammate is 3/10 of a second. That's how close it is. Oof. I think Richie made Q3 in Canada, if I remember rightly. Because I remember making a comment that his races normally goes from outside the top 10 to in the top 10.
He almost won Canada, but for penalties.
With that, top 4 covered by half a tenth. I mean, you got the 3 in contention for the championship. Patronus, Fish Sticks, Fruit Boy, they're always up there. Button though is, as I said, he's the friendly fawn, but he is the fawn in the side of those 3. He could be, because he's got nothing to lose. He's on, how many points is he on? 55 points, I think it is? 55 points. He just wants to win. He just wants to win. He doesn't care. He's going to go for the risk.
He might slightly try and help out Fish Sticks out. They are, close friends. So.
Yeah. Let's see who is going to get the pole position. Could be a very, very important pole position as well. Button hasn't had a pole position yet this season. Hasn't had a win yet either. Being very surprising. In fact, his best result so far was 4th in Japan. And as me and Orphan have mentioned, very, very surprising that is the case. See who else has made it. So you've got both McLarens, Patronus the Fruit Boy, Fish Sticks there as well. You've got Rodders in the Mercedes, Richie making an appearance as well. And you got Slicks as well, Orphan, in Q3. I didn't even realise he made it. As well, Zoms and Ras also joined this top 10.
Well, Slicks is normally pretty good in qualifying, but
cannot seem to get it together for the races though.
No, it's unfortunate, really.
Yeah, I was just saying about Button. Because obviously, if you're in a championship battle at this stage, obviously you are a championship winner, Mr. Orphan, from F4, was it last season or the season before that?
Season 8, I was champion.
Yeah. So, did it cross into your mind, obviously you were fighting with other drivers in the championship, did it cross your mind at any point, like the last couple of races, thinking, right, I need to finish safely, like, get some decent points, rather than risking everything to going for the podium or the win?
Well, I got quite a big lead around about, with about 5 races to go, so it was like kind of like just, I thought to myself in my head, if I can get like a P5 or something, and just get through to the end, which I was trying to do, and so So I've kind of let him off the pace a little tiny bit because of the fact that I didn't want to crash and sort of avoid stuff like, so it does kind of get into your head, like when you just want to get those points needed to get over the line.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happened to Watnell a lot in the F2 Championship. I think he's trying to play it so safe that he's kind of dropped off a little bit what his true pace is, probably.
Well, we'll see what happens in Jeddah, because obviously he didn't score any points. Very unfortunate incident he had yesterday. AI car caught him out.
Yeah.
But and then me and Eagle, the two that are trying to chase him down, as Patronus sets an 8.4, the fastest lap of the evening so far. That's a new set of tyres if the old one was used. But I'm going to ride on board with Fruit Boy, see if he can get anywhere near his teammate. This teammate has set the target, and he gets down into turn 1, into third gear, touching that curb on the left, but you don't want to throw the car, so it got thrown a little bit. Going through turn 2 and then through turn 3, opening up DRS down into turn 4. Fifth gear, maybe go to fourth gear possibly during the race, but carries it through fifth. You don't want to run too far wide for turn 4. Turn 5 is flat. Turn 6, it bottoms out midway through and then goes up. You do not want to be touching the curves on the right hand side, and then hug the curve for turn 7 and then into turn 8, keeping the speed through. And looks a very tidy, decent lap from Fruit Boy as it goes down into turn 8, I believe it is, against bottoms out. It's a very undulating circuit, very short circuit as well. And then this corner, this is the vital corner. You want to get absolutely perfectly, especially if you want to overtake somebody all the way down this straight. Well, it's a curved straight, let's be honest. And it's got a hill, as you can see, a lot of camber as well. You need to hug on the inside, on the left hand side. And where does Fruit Boy go to? It's an 8.8. It looked tidy, but it wasn't pacey enough. Maybe a used set.
Look at that though. Zoom is 8.6 and Patronus an 8.4. Can anyone beat an 8.4? That'd be a tough ask.
Not Ras at a 51.7. Apparently went purple middle sector, which I hope they fix in the next game up. For me personally, because I know that middle set to purple doesn't work all the time.
No.
8.6 from Rasco goes to second, just ahead of Zoms. Fruit Boy on a lap. No, he is not. Rodders is a 10th up, so we'll keep on board of Rodders. Oh, he's got low ERS as well, which, by the way, low ERS on a lap is not great at all. Definitely need all of it. So he is carrying on, so we'll see. Yeah, middle set to a 10th down. Richie set a 9 flat as well to go 6th. Right, so they're all trundled back into the pits with 6 minutes to go. So just a reminder, the next 3 tracks that we have for the rest of the season, we go to Jeddah. A very entertaining, well, I say entertaining. Am I right in saying, Orphan, Jeddah next week, that's either going to be a very quiet race where they're all DRS trains and nobody makes mistakes and someone canters off into the distance, basically, or it's going to be chaos because of all the walls and how quick the circuit is.
I think it's going to be chaos, personally.
5 safety cars, basically.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we had a full wet race around Jeddah? Ugh,
Oh,
that'd be insane.
it's in the desert. It's in the desert. So,
Yeah,
although saying that, I remember got a wet qualifying there once.
yeah. Then after Jeddah, we go to Miami for our third visit. Yeah, third visit. Yeah, yeah, third visit to the Americas because we had Texas and Vegas, Circuit of the
Yeah.
Americas and Vegas, right at the start of the season. So we've been away from the USA for a while, but we head back to Miami.
It's
Can
amazing
be
how quick the season's gone, though. Yeah. It
yeah,
seems as though, you know.
can be a decent track, Miami, can't it? As a watch.
I
I'm saying
personally like Miami,
I'm
but
saying as like a spectate rather than a race.
yeah, I personally like Miami. It's like I say, I always seem to do reasonably well there. I got good pace there normally, but
Hmm.
we'll see come the actual race.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then we end the season in Spain, Catalonia. 100% race distance though.
yep.
And obviously if you go all the way back to when we did our last 100%, which is round 2, Circuit of the
Mm.
Americas, it'd be interesting to see what happens
The
with that.
100%. Did you say that the 100% is the one that you were focusing on for your first win for a while?
Yes. Well, of the ones that are left, basically, because Bahrain would have been because I love it and I'm quick. Well, in my opinion, I'm quick around there. What was the other one? Baku as well, but that's not on the calendar. Yeah, basically all the tracks that I considered I could have won are not on. So
Yeah.
Spain is the last one because I know it, you know.
Mm.
Whereas, Brazil's always been a bit meh, as it turned out it was. Jeddah is a weird one because, as I said, you're either going to have a decent quiet race or it's a chaotic one, and your race can end just like that very quickly. Depends on other people as well, and etc. Miami, I've never been a fan. It's still relatively new in my mind because of the new track. Whereas, as I said, Spain is, and I like 100% races as well, because it's all about consistency, all about getting into a rhythm.
Mm.
And I do those long Forza races as well, like the 24 hours where you have to get up at certain times and drive for 2 hours. Yeah. And you find in a lot of those, you could end up 5 seconds behind somebody and 5 seconds ahead of somebody, and it's like lap 20 of 56.
Mm-hmm.
And it's keeping that sort of motivation, really.
Did you race in the RSF one? Was it?
How about in Texas?
They were racing the Fonza League or Foza, whatever it is.
I know, I don't. Oh, the Forza, sorry. Onboard fish sticks had a big wobble for turn 2. No, the Forza stuff, unfortunately, is on a date and a time which I can't do, so
Oh, okay.
it's unfortunate. So fish sticks a big wobble through turn 2, and everybody is on their outlaps now. We have a minute to go. Who is going to take pole position? Currently, as it stands, Petronas will be on course for his second pole of the season. Well, the one riding on board is the pole position master at the moment. He has four pole positions to his name, and he make it a 5th. May have to go for another lap because that mistake through turn 2 might be very costly. Woody Bum also has not set a lap, but he's midway through his. Let's see what Fishsticks can do. Already got one of his rivals on pole. Can he get anywhere near Petronas? It's not going to be near Petronas. It's an 8.8. And he's slowed down as well, so that's the best Fishsticks can do. He's not going to make it round again.
Yeah, he's only got about 16% ERS left, so That'll be it.
Willy Bum goes ahead of him. So Willy Bum, who needs to beat Fish Sticks at least, is going to be starting ahead of him on the grid. Button.
Yeah, he
Button
certainly
goes to
thinks this
second.
one.
Button goes second. Fruit Boy pips his teammate by a couple of hundredths. And Patronus has backed out. Patronus has backed out. I think. Yeah, he slowed down. So Fruit Boy's beating him. Oof.
Well, the gloves are definitely off now. Patronus must have thought that he was bang on for that pole. And then Fruit Boy out of nowhere, a few thousands. I mean, a few hundredths.
Here comes Richie, improves to an 8-8, but stays in 9th. Fishsticks has dropped to 7th. Willy Bum is done. Not Ras is the only person left to go, and he's slightly up on his time. He's hugging the wall, almost scraping it. Goes 4th. Improves slightly, but stays P4. Fruit Boy, by 200ths of a second, pips his teammate. So the thing that we kind of do but kind of don't want, for spiciness and a bit of tension maybe, the two McLarens, one of which doesn't particularly like one another, are right next to each other on the grid with nothing to separate them. Oh dear.
Is this going to be Spain?
Oh,
Hamilton and
Rosberg.
Rosberg.
Oh, Button there in P3. Good effort from Button as well. One of the best qualifiers I think he's had this season. Out there in third, Ras in fourth, Zoms in fifth, Willy Bum in sixth. So Fish Sticks in 7th place. A little bit lower than what he would have wanted. Rodder's got close to him as well, as is Richie in 9th place. So Richie ended up beating his teammate Slicks. Slicks rounds out the top 10, but a 9.5 I think he can go quicker than that. Now, I'm not saying you don't like him, Patronus. I'm just saying you did not like what he did. Okay? You didn't like what you didn't like what he did, that he passed you before the safety car, or did not help you in Hungary. So now, yeah. If you want to go back to it, Patronus, it's your words in the interview. I mean, Awful was there. Anyway, the two at the front. I'm not stirring the pot. I'm just creating tension here. You know, we need drama. So do you reckon Fish Sticks will be a little bit disappointed in 7th? They're off them.
Yeah, definitely, but he's still not that far off. I mean, you can pull a different strategy to the ones in front, maybe, and either go long or go short, depending on what he wants to do. Well, I'll be back in 2 secs.
Alright, no worries. Right. Right, so just waiting for the drivers to ready up for the grid. Obviously, tyre strategies going on. I would say normal strategy would be mediums to hards or hards to medium. Obviously, if there's safety cars, we have had a few safety cars this week. More strategies can come into play. Obviously, if you saved a set of soft tyres, could be very beneficial. Couple on the soft tyres at the moment. It'd be an interesting strategy, but obviously, I mean, I'm looking at the two. You've got JP and Vettel, if they stay on those softs, of course. If they are doing that, that could be a thing. Want to get them into the pack a little bit, make a few positions. Have to be aggressive on those softs, though.
How long does stuff usually last around here?
They last about. Well, Easton in the chat will probably be a better person to ask, but from what I remember him saying to me about them is the fact that they last a fair few laps. I think it's like 12 laps or so, maybe less than that.
Yeah.
But they go off very quickly. But they're very quick for like 2-3 laps, by about a couple of seconds, and then they just sort of go off from there.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at this grid. Can you take us through from back to front, please?
Yep. Well, we got a P20 in the Ferrari of Slinky Malinky. Didn't do qualifying. Headshot has just made it to the Grand Prix in time. In P19 in Mercedes. Wee Biscuits, who had control issues down there in P18. And then Jedi Gamer there in the AlphaTauri in P17. Sky's there, formerly Vettel in P16, missed up by a tenth of a second to get through. Eliham there, the first of the Alpines in P15. JP there in P14. Interestingly, the two Hasses are side by side, Legend and Clates, like the Alpines. In P11, Mr. Neon making his first appearance here at Tier 3. Just missed out on qualifying of Q3. Slicks there. Interestingly, the two Williams are side by side there with P10 and P9 for Q. Rod Isn't very impressive P8 there. Good for him. Fish Sticks Championship leader there in P7, along with his championship rival of Willie Bowen P6. Then you got the qualifying merchant of the Zims up there in P5. Not Raz in P4. And then a very impressive P3 for Button there. And obviously, Patronus will be a slightly miffed that he's missed out on pole to his teammate and championship rival.
I mean, Easton didn't want us to stir the pot, but you've kind of stirred it a bit more.
I wouldn't stir in the pot there. Just saying, he probably would be miffed. I'm missing out on pole.
Two McLarens on the front row. It is a very short run down to turn 1. Not a lot of room to manoeuvre. It's a very tight corner as well. As we get for 5 red lights. Can't even see the lights, but here we go. 5 lights and away we go. And it's a decent start for Fruit Boy, I think. But I think Patronus has got a little bit better as he's trying to go around the inside. Oh no, Fruit Boy's actually held him off. As you go through turn 1s and 2 very nicely. We all got through. Very good. Jedi lost a few places. And there's 3 wide in the mid pack. There's an Alfa Romeo right on the inside of Rodders and Slicks. How are we going to sort themselves out? There's still 3 wide. There's banging going on. Oh, no, no. How have we got through?
I don't know. Side by side. Action all through there. Somehow all got through.
Patronus is nicked by his teammate. I completely missed it. I do apologise, Patronus. But he has taken the lead away in a very different corner. Hence why I wasn't on it. I think it was like turn 5 or something.
That's mad. But Fruit Boy is right in the slipstream of Patronus. He may come back at him here.
Oh, he does. He's got a big old slipstream going on. Straight away, these 2 McLarens have got to go around the outside. Definitely no team orders here. No,
definitely not. Not Raz is just sitting back, watching. Oh, Jedi's out. Is he retired in the pits, I think?
Yeah, he has.
Internet. Yeah, not Raz, just sitting behind, watching the 2 fighting it. Probably thinking to himself, if I can just be patient, yeah, these 2 will take each other out.
Jesus Christ, they're so close. Tried to keep on them, but they definitely seem to be evenly matched. Patronus is not pulling away from his teammate. And Ras, as you say, is just sitting there, just waiting. Button dropped up by a couple of positions, even dropped behind his teammate of Willy Bum. So Zoms stays in 6th, and you've got Fishstick 7th. Slicks is up to 8th.
Yeah, not Ras needs to stay in that 1 second window so he could be there to pounce.
JP's made a few positions. Up to 11th, and Fruit Boy again is on the back of Patronus. I could see that gap dropping.
Yeah, wait until DRS is enabled, then you'll see, I think, the move come.
Yeah. DRS is going to be active right now. There he goes. How closely he's going to catch up. It's not going to be on this lap, I don't think. Still the front 2.
Here's an interesting thing. What if they pit the same lap? Ooh.
Definitely would be interesting. Zoms has made his way by Button. Oh no, Willy Bum has spun to the infield. Turn 5. Oh, look where he is. He's stuck. Oh no.
Bloody, that's the most weirdest thing I've ever seen.
He's spun on the inside. Yeah. That is a real shame for Willy Bum. A Raceway needs to score. Raceway needs to score well, and he's dropped to the foot of the field.
I'm clipping that. That was weird. See the massive hill above his car.
Good play again, getting close to his teammate. Seems to get a lot of drive down into turn 1, but Patronus seems to be a lot better through turn 2 and 3.
Yeah. Strategy is going to be so crucial here, though, with the 2 of them.
Yeah, they've got to be careful. I mean, Rast is already out of DRS, though, so...
The undercut, you'd feel, is what Fruit Boy would be going for.
Mm-hmm. Now, JP and Verda were actually on the soft tyres from the start, as Six gives a little bit of a bump to Fish Sticks. But JP still on no soft tyres. He's made a few positions from the start. He's up to 9th for the moment. Racing on the back of this train here. Seems to have split up a little bit. Got the top 2. And Ras all on the medium tyres. Remember Zoms, though, on the hard tyres, he can keep with the front 3 off, and it'll be interesting as Fish Sticks has a go on Button. Oh, and there's contact! JP, no! I don't know who that was contact with. I just saw the spinning Alpine on the inside.
Yeah.
And all that effort he did on the soft tyres is all gone.
Still a long way to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying about the hard tyres that Zoms has got off, and if he can stay relatively with the top three, I know he's out of DRS and he's kind of more under pressure from behind, but
Yeah.
he can stay. If he can still see them by the time they pit, then he might be interesting to see at the end of the race.
Oh yeah, he'll be on the perfect strat if he can keep with them. And the thing with it is, if you could get through the first, like, say, 10 laps, you do start to have the better tyre. And you can see that gap start to close. So, yeah, it's an interesting strat. So, I mean, like I say, he could be one of the favourites for the race.
Yeah, Button and Slicks going through turn 2 and 3 side by side. Good respect between the pair of them. Slicks is round the outside of Button. No, Button has used so much ERS in this opening part. He's trying to keep up with the leaders. Still side by side with Slicks. This is good racing between them. Someone's going to have to yield, surely. And yeah, Button is just about sneaked ahead, but Slicks gives him a little headbutt. They go through turn 5. Yeah, Button's already down to like 13% ERS. He's going to struggle to get that back.
Same with Not Rise. Not Rise was quite low just now. He's got it up to about 30 now, coming up again, but he was down to around about 14% at one stage.
Oh, yellow flag. Is that Legend? Yes, it is. I think Legend is still trying to get used to the no assists in preparation for the new game. Fruit Boy again. I don't know whether these two are working with each other, because I've seen these two do this before. Remember Austria, where they just DRS'd each other away from the pack, ended up winning the race despite, you know, the changeable conditions where I thought they were out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Fruit Boy is definitely sitting behind, just building up that ERS.
Yeah.
He's got about 30% more than Patronus at the moment, so yeah. I can see the point in Fruit Boy not trying to pass. You could just use Patronus up to the pit stops and to drag him along.
I was going to mention the constructors as well. McLaren have a 51-point lead. Oh, 71-point lead, sorry, over AlphaTauri. They cannot win it, even if they won this race, which I'm not going to say they are, because it's still got a long way to go, but they're looking very comfortable at the moment, it seems. Pulling away from
it's
Ras.
all day long. It's McLaren's now.
Yeah. They can't win it tonight, even if they 1-2 and AlphaTauri and Haas don't score. But if it finishes like this and they 1-2, they can basically, all they would need is like a minimal amount in Jeddah, and they basically got it. Because AlphaTauri's chances have been hampered today with Jedi having to retire. And then you've got Button and where's the other Haas? Willy Bum, who has obviously made that mistake earlier, struggling. So they're the two consistent. They always have been the two consistent drivers, and that's despite them both not scoring in the first round of the season as well.
Yeah, Fishdix is finally getting into the 1 second window of zooms now, so almost there.
Button's having a go at Slicks around the outside. Body breeze by. Is Fruit Boy going to be close enough for a move? I think he is. I think he's going for it, actually. Trying to go around the outside of turn 4. Give each other room. Give each other room. Oh! But Jonas says no. Oh! Are they working together? I don't think they are.
No.
Or is that Patronus was like, no, we still need to work together, because The second they start battling, the second it allows Ras to get involved.
Yeah, well, he has got involved because he is nearly in the 1 second window now because of that fight in. Oh no, Raz!
Oh, I just come off of him. Oh. Good thing ghosting is a thing. Oh, Neon ghosted at the wrong time though. Oh, goodness me. That's a bit awkward.
I was on
well,
board
that's...
with him at the time, and he just came down into that corner
Oh,
there
this is
and
not gonna work.
lost
This
the
is
rear
not...
end.
Oh, Glades! No! Oh, Glades! He's out on the spot. What a huge crash. And that's a safety car ship, surely?
Yeah.
Was it not? No?
What?
Is it on? How's that not? Hang on.
Right by the pits as well.
Hang on a second. I'm going to have to check. I do apologise, guys, but I'm going to have to check this. How on earth?
Reduced, yeah.
It is on, though.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. What a crash from Clay. Yeah, I don't know why Clates was trying to make that 3 wide. Personally.
Yeah. To be honest, from what I looked at it, it looked more on plates there.
Yeah.
But we'll have a look afterwards. But you don't know until you really look at it afterwards. At first glance, you think, yeah, one thing, and then you'll sit back afterwards and you'll be like, oh, it's totally wrong, right?
That's my initial gut thought, as Button's going to go for a big lunge on Slicks around the outside of turn 1. Is he going to make that stop? Yes, he is. On board of Mr. Neon, who has caught up this battle. Slicks again. Going to run the outside of turn 4. Seen this before. 6 of a big wide moment that's allowed Neon to nip up the inside, and that was opportunistic. Great driving from Neon to take the position away from Slick, so Neon's moved up to 6th place. Right in the mix of F3 drivers is Mr. Neon. And then 6 there, so because Ras has dropped, that has now given the 2 McLarens 4 seconds almost over now Zoms. Still on those hard tyres, still pretty decent pace. I mean, he can't see the McLarens anymore, but he's okay. It'd be interesting to see what he can do at the end of the race, presuming this stays safety car free. Meanwhile, the 2 McLarens still going side by side here. Oh, big one! Oh no! Contact! Three-boy rounds. Oh. How did we know that was going to happen? Oh dear. And now that has put him side by side with Fish Sticks. And has given the advantage to Patronus up front.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, my initial thought on that is I was on board. Fruitboy got a bit of a wobble through turn 1, which got him all out of shape and almost swung his car into Patronus's. I don't think Patronus could do much really more. I mean, he's not going to give the position, but, you know, give a wide berth through turn 2. Fighting for the lead, teammate or not. But I do think that's an initial swing. Trying to catch the slide, and it's going to swung him into the car for Patronus going through turn 2. But even so,
like I say, let the stewards decide at the end of the race. They'll have a look at it.
And as I said though, that has given Patronus a massive breath of space. 4 seconds now to Zoms.
Like I say, Zoms is in the pole position here, really. Only 4 seconds down. He's going to be on the medium tyre coming out in the second half of this race. I'd make him favourite for this race at the moment.
Yeah, still a long way to go. We're on lap 13 of 36. I'm still amazed. I know it's on reduced, but I'm still amazed that's not a safety car for Calates.
Yeah.
If that was real life, that'd be a red flag.
Mm.
Because there'll be concern for the driver. Because that was side on, like really quick.
Mm. Right in the wall.
I think
And
actually, if
200 mile an
the
hour after the contact with the first car, and then smashed into
yeah,
the pit wall. And the pit wall would be damaged as well, so that you wouldn't be able to enter the pits safely.
I think if the car had bounced onto the racing line a little bit more, then it would have been a safety car. As Neon uses a bit of DRS on the back of Button. So it's a shame for Button because he qualified well. He just doesn't have the race pace to keep up with the leaders. Seems to be dropping down a little bit. Evening, Adam. Missed a bit of drama if you've just started to watch this. Drama of car going sideways into the pit lane wall and no safety car. So that's the thing. And then you missed the two McLarens make contact with one another. Not intentionally, I don't think. The one thing I would say about that spin for Fruit Boy, it was definitely an accident. Definitely no intention in there. Shame in a way.
Well, since that accident, though, he is closing the gap back up.
Yeah, to Zoms anyway. Been an intriguing race so far, Adam, I would say. Intriguing is the word. Still plenty of it to go, though. Kind of split off into a couple of battles here, Orphan, at the moment, though.
Mm-hmm.
We got Patronus leading, comfortable at the moment. Ahead of Zoms, who's just trying to keep pace with those hard tyres. He'll come back later on. Fruit Boy and Fistix. Neon and Button in a little battle there. Sticks dropping off a little bit, but he's be relatively happy with 7th. Headshot is there in 8th. Ellie Ham has just got by Rodders, so Hammer's in 9th, Rodders in 10th. I noticed actually off the start, I forgot to mention him, Orphan, because obviously Richie qualified 9th. And then I think he fell to the 15th or 16th. He's climbed his way back up to 11th, but it seems to be the thing he does, Richie, doesn't he? Even if he qualifies in the top 10, he then falls out of the top 10 to then sneak back into it with a couple of points. Apart from obviously that podium in Canada. Thank you as well.
Button resets 5th place off Mr. Neon.
Yeah, it seems to be swapping positions as Legend has another spin for the middle sector. He's really struggling with it tonight, unfortunately, at the back of the grid. And this is the problem now for Fruit Boy because of that spin, because he's now stuck in this battle with Fishsticks. Fishsticks has gone by him. Right, so lap 16. This is around about the time where the medium tyres will start to ease a little bit, so we might get a few pit stops. A change of positions.
That's what I was saying about Zoom. He's only 5 seconds down on Patronus. And he's starting to close a little bit. He's got it down to about 4.7 now. So, yeah, 4.6. Definitely closing.
Speaking of pit stops, oh, Slicks, no. 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane, and pit lane is actually very easy to speed into, I must say. But Slicks will not be happy with that, as Fruit Boy, I think, has just got by Fistix again, yep. Yeah, so this is a problem now for Fruit Boy. Instead of battling with his teammate, he's now battling with his other championship rival, but one he definitely would rather be swapped with. He'd still want to be up to the top. Still plenty of time to go to get back there, but Interesting to see what he thinks afterwards.
If I was him right now, I'd pit, get the open track, try and get an undercut on Patronus.
I've just realised, actually, Orphan, Button and Neon have caught right up to this. This is a four-way scrap for third place.
Yeah, I'm on board with Neon at the moment, just watching it from the back.
I didn't even realise they caught up. I don't even know how they caught up.
Well, like I say, Fruit Boy had his little spin that he saw. Some reason that he's in it.
Yeah, Button in that DRS. Yeah, Adam, Neon is doing very well in his first F3 race, actually. Been very solid. Where did he qualify? I think he was...
11th.
Yeah. Only just
missed out on E3.
Yeah. Been very solid race pace, though. Very clean overtakes as well. Definitely found his home, I think. So hopefully he can pull a run of results together.
Like I say, it was blatantly obvious that he was F3 pace in F4.
Yeah. Speaking of Neon, he has now decided to pit. That would be very good, actually. He can get the undercut on these three. We're still fighting.
Mr. Neon could be on a podium, yeah, if gets the undercut right.
In a
Just needs to
podium
get
spot.
Needs to get open track. That's a key thing, I feel, for him.
Oh, he's going to come out right in a train. Camera, hello. There's that train. There he is. Oh, he's come right out in the battle, basically. JP get by Slinky in the background, I think. Yeah.
Oh, if he could just have got past Not Raz, he would have been perfect. There again, with the pace advantage of 7 laps, I think he could get past him pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's got to overtake that Aston very quickly, I agree. Zoms is in. Okay. Zoms is in the pits before those on the medium tyres.
It's a strange one.
Very odd.
I mean, we've got 16 laps to go.
Rodders.
So...
What happened to Clayton Jedi? Jedi retired because his car was lagging about too much, and he decided the best thing was to pit or retire. We didn't tell him to. That's his own choice, by the way. Clates. What's the best way to describe Clates? He very injured. Not in real life. The driver is. Because tried to make a free ride scenario coming out the last corner with him, Not Ras, and I think it was Rodders with the other one. And yeah, his car went side on into the pit lane wall, and somehow I still do not understand why it didn't cause a safety car. But there you go. Someone asking, is safety car on? I think I did check.
it is.
Yep, there it is. Plain as crystal. It's on reduced though. I do think if that was a standard, that would be called. I mean, increased definitely, but I think even maybe on standard. Button to the soft tyres. Is that a 2-stop for Button? Surely soft tyres cannot work there. Oh no, yeah, Easton said 17 laps, but they drop off after 7. So we can make it there. Just won't be very quick towards the end.
No.
All 6 don't go there on the outside. Oh, Fruit Boy and Fish Sticks into the pit. Slow it down, slow it down. Oof. So pit stop race between the McLaren and the AlphaTauri team. But to be honest, I reckon Fruit Boy should be still out ahead. Both gone onto the soft tyres. Fruit Boy is ahead, only just. And Neon has done a humongous undercut on them. And Button, who came out in between the pits, has overtaken Fish Sticks and is right behind McLaren. They've all come behind a massive train of traffic. So actually, all for Neon is pulled off a masterstroke here because he's on a huge undercut, albeit it's on the hard tyres. As Fruit Boy, that's risky. Lunging it on JP. JP gives him the room. But yeah, look at this advantage. Neon's got Olfen. Not only he's got the undercut, it's got like 2 or 3 cars in between them.
Yeah, about 4 seconds undercut. So yeah, but you feel that Fruit Boy though.
Yeah, Fruit Boy's wasting no time at all.
Yeah, Fruit Boy. He closed that gap up pretty quickly to Mr. Neon, but whether he'll have the tyres at the end to stay ahead of Mr. Neon, that's the question.
Yeah. All manner of strategies going on. Slicks, oh, what are you doing? Slicks trying to go any outside of Ras when there was no room at all. This is a huge problem for Button and Fish Sticks because Fruit Boy's got on with it. And now these two are going to have to pass. The 2 ahead, not all. Button going wide, but Fish Sticks can't capitalise on it. So Zoms in all this has actually taken the lead, but Patronus on the soft tyres is surely going to be on him.
I just realised Mr. Neon's in the Red Bull. I didn't even think about it.
Uh-huh. Oh, Slicks and Ras battling over this is not good for Button. He's going to have to make a move here. Pass this, not Ras. Is he going to pass Slicks as well? 2 and 1. I think he is. Slicks though, not budging. 4. Good racing between them all. Button on maximum attack. He's got no ERS at all left, but he's going for it on the inside of Slicks. Using those soft tyres, and he's got him.
Such superior grip there coming out of the corner.
Oh. Oh, Slicks off the curb. No. And he's done the same thing as his teammate. He's underneath the hill.
You have to reset the track. Reset the track.
No, he's waiting. Oh, it's going to disqualify him if he's not too careful. Is he waiting all this time? Oh, it has. Oh, goodness me.
So I said reset the track. We're going to put him in. That's fair enough, he's beached.
Even the AI car can't even get out. Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me, Button. Cannot get the luck this season at all. It's painful to see. Meanwhile, Patronus has taken the lead away from Zoms, but those soft tyres. He's played this strategy out perfectly. He should be able to pull away. He needs to get out of that DRS, though. Was that on the back of Slicks, I think? I think Slicks got the curb on the inside and let's give Button a spin round. Then bless Button. I mean, Button did the right thing. He was waiting all that time. Why would the game disqualify you when he's not in any danger there?
Mm.
You can see all the drivers on the soft tyres absolutely making the gains. Headshots up to 6th place. So Headshot's quietly very quietly gone about his business. He was from 19th on the
Here comes Fruit
grid.
Boy.
Yeah, Fruitboy on Neon on those hard tyres. Yeah, Headshot's gone from the back of the grid orphan. He's up to 6th. Fantastic
He did say it was a
start.
track that he liked.
Yeah, had that qualifying ban from previously.
No, he didn't have a qualifying ban today.
Oh.
He was late to qualifying.
I'll tell you what this is going to do. Remember that most overtakes award that I was going to give out? Made 13 places already, and he's not done yet. And if you call that a championship, how many has Ham made? Ham has made 6 so far. Although to be fair, actually Ham's doing quite well in that. He's got 6, but Headshot's going to leap himself right into it. Oh, virtual safety car.
Well, the safety car is definitely on then.
But why is this a virtual? Who is... Any front wing?
Legends.
Oh, Legends left the session. Oh, Biscuits. Biscuits caused it. Got no front wing. Is that contact with Biscuits and Legend, maybe? Slicks and Notras pit, which could be good because they were on hard tyres, maybe not going to the end. Richie pits as well, as does Rodders.
I sent Legend an invite.
So virtual safety car will just halt this a little bit. Those drivers have gone onto soft tyres as DRS is now enabled. Bit of a quick virtual. Biscuits is in for a new nose cone.
Oh, and Legend's pits is AI.
He was on 25 lap hards though, to be fair.
Yeah.
They're probably on the last legs anyway. So because of that virtual safety car, Petronas still hasn't got out of DRS of Zoms. And the one thing that Easton did say to me yesterday is that the medium tyres, you want to be on at the end if there's a decent amount of laps left, because they'll be just quicker. The Zoms may be not completely out of this, although his ERS is a bit lower compared to Petronas, so Petronas is not home and dry just yet.
Yeah, Fruit Boy, I'll be trying to put the foot down now to try and close up to Zobs. But I still feel Zobs is the favourite for this race. I think the medium tyres will start to come to him, and then the softs will start to die, and then that'll be the key time for him to push.
I think it's crucial at this point that Fish Sticks can catch and pass Mr. Neon potentially. Because if it finishes like this, Petronas will retake the lead of the championship. He would be 25 to 10. Does he have fast? Who has fastest lap actually? Oh, Headshot does. Okay. Headshot's had a fantastic race.
Yeah, he did say he practiced quite a lot for this one, he told me. In chat.
Yes. So if it finished like this, it will go from a 2-point lead for Fish Sticks to an 8-point lead for Petronas. And then Fruit Boy with his 15 points, although as you say, he is closing on Zums a bit, so may be able to catch him before the end. On lap 29. So it's kind of sped up a little bit, this
Oh,
race.
yellow back 6-3. Biscuits. Virtual.
Oh! Is he...
Crashed
Look at
out, I
him.
think.
He crashed on the pit lane. Where's... Oh, God! He's in the... Again, though, how is that a virtual? It's right on the pit
Yeah.
straight. Okay. I mean, a safety car would have been very fun right now, but
Yeah.
we're not going to get that. Because we can't have nice things.
No.
Oh well. Shame for biscuits as well.
Would you pit? No, that's a question. On the virtual.
Um,
You're like, stay down in around about P7 or 8.
DRS was enabled again. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say DRS was enabled and the virtual safety car was still going. At the moment, really, the only closest battle is the one to try and get into the points.
Hmm.
That is.
Well, Fruit Boy is slowly catching up to Zooms. I feel his tyres are just going to be dead by the time he gets to him. But Patronus is just literally holding on to those soft tyres pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Controlled this race, Patronus has. Very good response to, obviously, his 5th place. And again, that 5th place was still very good for him. But will we take the championship lead off of Fish Sticks with an 8-point advantage going into Jeddah? But for all we know, the lead for Patronus could then swing back to Fish Sticks at the end of Jeddah. So, it's like a DRS chain in the championship, in a way. What matters?
I got a feeling Patronus is using Vettel as a DRS. Yeah, a bit of free DRS.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Quite clever. Oh, it's a big off, I think. Oh, it's Willy Bum. Willy Bum's... Again, that corner. It's the house graveyard, I think. That turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn 6 is the house graveyard. It is spun 3 house car drivers. One again as well. I think it shows as well. I think you were saying that Willy Bum only got a last minute setup. He's still not completely used to it, I don't think. Close on the track. And Patronus and it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing ghosting is on. Because Vettel has almost been a nuisance there. Even though he's a lap down. Fishnix is not catching Neon. Not really. 4.5 seconds, basically staying at that gap.
Yeah, those tyres. So tired, probably starting to feel it now.
Yeah. Right, so lap 33 of 36. Patronus in relative control over Zoms. He's got more ERS as well, so even if Zoms gets near, Bill Patronus has that little bit of edge. Fruit Boy is catching slowly on Zoms. He'd want to get that 2nd place for the championship.
It is one of those tracks, though, that it is very hard to close the gap.
Yeah. Neon in 4th place with a very solid drive. 4th. Not done anything wrong. Fristix has been in all kinds of midfield battles this race, and he's hanging on to Headshot, but Headshot is in DRS and has the same amount of ERS though, so if Headshot could stay in that DRS advantage, that could be interesting. But Headshot, remember, has gone from 19th on the grid to be 6th, so he's had a fantastic race. Ellingham is 7th with JP in 8th. They both got points, but they're kind of spread out here for 7th, 8th and 9th as well. 6 is 9 seconds behind the two Alpines. And then you've got not Ras, who is now in that 10th place. Although he will overtake Slicks because of Slicks' 9 seconds worth of penalties. And you've got Slinky, Willibum, Richie, Rodders, Vettel, and Legend still going round, although they are both a lap down.
Yeah, 2 laps to go. Looks like Petronas has got this in the bag, I feel. Unless there's a massive drop off on those soft tyres. I'm shocked that really Zoms hasn't closed up with the tyre advantage. Probably in tyre wear, maybe, but no. He's had a good race, though, Zoms. He's done the alternate strategy to everyone else and got him a P2 here today. Just notice though, Mr. Neon is closed with a second on the last lap. He was up to about 4.2, he's down to about 3.3.
This is the battle here though. Headshot on the back of Vettel's Vettel's binned it a couple of laps too late. Safety car would have been good. Oh, right in the middle of the track as well.
All it takes now is for Fruit Boy to get a penalty and Mr. Neon could be right on the podium, yeah.
Yeah. The battle here though, Headshot is really putting Fishsticks under pressure.
Oh, he's on 2 warnings as well. Fruit Boy.
Yeah, Headshot really definitely in DRS now. He's got a good straight line speed in that Mercedes as well. Can he get close enough? He's burning it all, He's going for the move. Up on the inside. Oh, Fishsticks. Fishsticks does not want this. Oh. Get very close, and a big wobble for Fishsticks is under big pressure. This is big for the championship. Is Fishsticks going to fight this so much? He's squeezing Headshot a little bit, but Headshot's got the inside. And he's into 5th, but this ain't over because if Fishsticks can get a good run at the last corner, I reckon this is vital for Fishsticks to get that place back as we're on the final lap. And Petronas has controlled this race ever since he took the lead off his teammate. That defended his teammate off as well. But he's going to come round the final corner and take win number 2 of the season and take the championship lead away from Fishsticks. And he wins in Brazil. Zoms in 2nd, Fruit Boy 3rd, Neon in 4th. Headshot, is he going to edge out Fishsticks? Fishsticks is closing, and nabs him on the line. By 200ths of a second, he nabbed it back.
Oh, Headshot's going to be peeved at that one.
If Fishsticks wins the championship by a single point, that's massive. Absolutely massive. Slicks has run out of fuel. No. Ras got him anyway on the line. But is that going to move Willy Bum into the points? Richie's closing as well. Final point of the seat. Willy Bum got it. Just over Richie. And I think that was close as well, because they both didn't have penalties and Slicks ahead did. Ugh. What an end to that race. Petronas takes the victory Comfortable victory in the end with Zoms in second. Fruit Boy takes third place in the McLaren. So McLaren has scored really well in the day. They may have one hand on the Constructors' Trophy, but we'll figure that out for Jeddah. Nista Neon with a solid drive from 11th to 4th. Fishsticks 5th. Headshot from 19th on the grid with the fastest lap takes P6. Ellingham 7th with a good drive from 15th. Both Alpines actually got in the points after starting low down in the qualifying 7th and 8th. Rass in 9th and Willy Bum got a point by 300ths over Richie in the end.
I invited Patronus, Fishsticks, and Headshot. I said,
there's the three that we could. Scroll down as well. Standings. Oof. I think Haas are out the constructors because they only got a point out of that. So it's between McLaren and AlphaTauri, and I think McLaren have nearly got it. I don't think they would have got it this race anyway, but regardless of results. Right, are we just going to have these two?
Looks that way. I've invited Headshot. He's not joined, so.
Alright then. Who do you want?
I'll do Fishsticks then if you do Patronus.
Okay. Alright.
Oh no, Headshot's here.
Oh, Headshot's here. I'll do Headshot. I'll do Headshot. Oh wait, include your audio, please. Include your audio, please. Tick the box if you haven't done so. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. What? I mean, you overtook at the first DRS. You should have waited.
I mean, he does have a point actually. Time for the stream energy. Right, reload your thing. Come back. I don't think they heard all that. Okay. Okay. Right. Orphan, do you want to take it away with Fishsticks while we wait?
Okay. Obviously not the result you wanted today, Fishsticks. You would have wanted to be further up the grid. Obviously we'll fight with Patronus for the championship. Obviously he's taken the lead here today. 8-point lead, I believe Michaels was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been 10. Not for that last sort of cutlass finish at the end there with Headshot.
Yeah.
Obviously, you must be
Bit
pleased
like
with that.
No, yeah, the last lap was quite fun. Like I say, after quality, I mean, I didn't quite hook up my Q3 laps, so to get 5th was quite alright. I mean, I think even if I'd qualified a bit higher from the most, I could probably get, it was one extra place, which was 4th, so I pretty much was where I should be today, I think. So, no, the say the McLarens were again in another. They're in another division today. They were so much quicker than everyone else. So, hats off for those two. But yeah, I think 4th, 5th is the most I probably could have got today. So I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, like I say, it still keeps you very much in the championship fight. I mean, going into the next race in Jeddah. What are your thoughts on Jeddah? Do you like the track?
I mean, I like the track, but I'm not here, so hopefully everyone crashes and Button wins. There you go. That's my.
Oh.
That's gonna.
But yeah, I already knew. I didn't really. I'm just taking it as a bit of fun now. I always have the whole season.
Sorry, are you here for the other? Are you here for the other two?
Oh yeah, I'm here for the other two. I mean, I knew I was missing this 1 month before even the start of the season. I knew I was missing next week. So it is what it is. I mean, I'd rather it be a track I didn't like, but you win some, you lose some. So, but no, yeah, hopefully. I mean, you're still gonna have quite a few of the main championship protagonists, so it should be still quite an interesting one for everyone. So,
right, Patronus, you can't turn up next week.
You can't win either.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not winning Jeddah, that's for sure.
Well, you've got to you take like a nice little break next week, Patronus. You know, just sit out that one, like. But yeah, for Fish Sticks, sort of P5 here today, and well, we won't see you next week. So yeah, you're back for Miami, I believe.
Yes.
So,
I wish it was the other way around, but yeah, personally, but no, yeah, it'll be all right. Like I say, sometimes this happens. But it's all
well,
good.
like I say, good luck when you get to Miami, and hopefully the championship fight will still be on.
Oh yeah, fingers crossed.
Like I say, 8 points. The gap could extend quite a big way if Patronus wins. So, yeah, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, all good.
All right, thank you very much for that.
Yep.
Fish sticks.
No worries, man.
Are you going to do headshot or mine?
You can do headshot. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm here,
headshot.
my box.
You finally got your interview.
Yes, I'm in the promised lands. Hello, world.
Yeah.
What's his first podium? Oh yay!
Not podium.
Oh no, no, sorry.
Oh,
P6.
thanks for putting the hypes up, but maybe next time.
Yeah. Yeah, P6 here today. Like you say, as we can't interview the first couple of guys, we go down to the next guys who are available. But like I say, P6 here today just missed out on P5. You must be absolutely screaming in the party that you missed out by.
Please don't swear like what you did.
I mean,
But you had a good race, so coming from, what was it, 19th or something?
I mean, if I was here in qualifying, I probably would have started further up, because I did see like the pace difference between me and first was around not that different when I was on the hards, because the mediums kind of gave way at the 15th lap, and I was starting to gain on people around me. Then when I swapped to the softs, I think I got the fastest lap by 0.2. I don't know if that would have been relevant in the fight for the win or maybe a podium, but it would have for sure probably helped me a little bit. But you know, I'm happy, but I'm also mad at myself that happened, and Fish Sticks knows, because I raged at him for about 2 minutes, and I will continue to rage at him for the next 45 minutes. But it was a good fight, I will say that.
Well, like I say, you came from 18th or 19th, wherever it was you started. I mean, to get to P6 does show that you probably, if you actually qualified, you would have probably been challenging for a podium, probably. So that would have been definitely on the cards. So yeah, just unfortunate you couldn't make qualifying today. But
Yeah.
like I say, P6 is the first good result for you for a while. So, like you say, what are your thoughts on the next track, Jeddah?
The next track, Jeddah, is one that I have to do, but I'm not good at. I hate that track. But the main fight for me and my teammate is the Aston Martin. We just want to be ahead of them in the constructors. That's the plan from now on. I think we're gaining on slightly because of this race after their mess ups. But I hope my teammate can do better than me next week. Because, Christ, I'm not going to be good at that track.
Well, like I say, you never know until you get there. So, like I say, bit of practice, beforehand, you might get a nice set that you're fine, and who knows, you could get that first podium of the season. Or win. Who knows? In this league division. Anyone seems to be able to perform well on certain tracks. So, yeah. We'll hopefully see you up there.
Well, I hope to be up there, but again, it's racing. You can only do so good. The only question I have is, did you get my amazing overtake on the Ferrari and the Williams?
I might have done.
Oh, that was good blessings. I hope people
might have
watch
done.
my stream.
Yeah. Well, put it up in the chat. That's what you should do. If we haven't got it.
I will find it. Don't you worry.
Yeah. But, yeah. I seem to recall you did overtake a Ferrari. Looking back on it. But, I was looking at the stream. I'm sure I saw you overtaking
You wasn't the Mercedes that was involved in that free wide moment which Clates went into the pit lane, or was that your teammate?
No, I saw that. I saw what happened to Clates. It was my teammate and the Notraz, I believe. I just got a clip of Clates going into the barriers. But from my point of view, it looked like they both collided, or there wasn't enough room, and he just slammed into the barriers. But I don't know, because I wasn't focusing on that. I was focusing on the exit. I'll have to rewatch that.
Well, like I say, hopefully that overtake's on there somewhere when you look back on the stream. So, like I say, congratulations on P6 here today. Unfortunately, you didn't make P5, but like I say, the game gave you driver of the day, so you must be happy with that one. But like I say, yeah, thank you very much, Headshot.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Headshot. Game driver of the day, and my vote for driver of the day as well. So, also, you gained a lot of positions in that race, which might be a thing by the end of the season. So,
I think the main reason I gain position is because of the back. You don't have to worry about what happens behind you. You only have to worry about the thing that happens in front of you, which I think everyone knows. I start at the back because it's not because I'm lazy at qualifying. It's because I know there's going to be too much incidents in some tracks like Monza and Singapore, where it's better to be somewhat either first or in the back than what it is in the middle.
yeah. Right then. Well, thank you very much, Headshot, and good luck for Jeddah next week.
Thank you.
Alright, and to our race winner, who's been waiting very, very patiently. But we must head to Patronus. Your second win of the season after Monza. And a very, almost could be a very important win in terms of the championship, because we mentioned earlier you retake the lead by 8 points, I believe, if my maths are correct. Obviously penalties pending.
I heard. How many points was Fishdix ahead of me at the start of this race? Well, it was only 2.
It was 2, so it would be
That's
now
12.
8.
So if it was 2, now it would be 13 ahead.
Is it 13? Yeah, it's 13. Yeah, it is 13.
Because you got 25 and then Fishdix was 5th, would be 10.
I don't get
So
10.
that's 15 difference, take off 2, that's 13.
Oh, my maths is freaking horrible. Sorry. Anyway, you've retaken the lead. Shall we just say that? That's simple enough.
Yeah.
You've taken the lead, and fair to say you had a very controlling race. You had a little battle with your teammate in the early part. Part of that race looked very interesting a couple of times as well, if you watch that back. And obviously a bit of an incident going down into turn 1 and 2. And from my point of view, obviously, if Ishtix puts it in, and also your stewards decided it, from my point of view personally, I think you had a wobble and just sort of slid into your car.
You mean not fish sticks? You mean fruit boy?
Fruit boy. I meant fruit boy, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said it was completely his fault. Well, it wasn't. You know what I mean? He said I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. I mean, in some ways, a shame for us because it stopped a really intense battle between you two, and you were sort of pulling away comfortably from Ras and Zoms. But because of that incident, I guess you weren't complaining at all because it meant you can control the race even more. Lost the lead slightly to Zoms on the mediums, but because you're on softs, you have better ERS. Yes, you controlled it in only you know how, basically, and what you do best.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I was running quite high wings. I think it was 42, 34. So I was quite slow on the straights, but I was really strong in the middle sector, which was shown through all out of qualifying. So yeah, on the straights I was a bit of a sitting duck, but I just kept pulling the lead in the second sector. Was able to get enough to be able to defend from Fruit Boy. Yeah, and that was really it. And then when he hit my rear and spun, kind of released the pressure a bit. I could kind of take it easy, and that was really it. Basically, I was just waiting for Fish Sticks and Fruit Boy to pit behind me till I pitted. I mean, I was always going to go medium soft. I knew that Zoms would overtake me. I didn't realise it would be. Well, actually, to quite honest, I thought it was going to be by a lot more. But yeah, he stuck with me really well, and then an annoying back marker wouldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, I saw that with Vettel.
Yeah, he was there for like 4 or 5 laps. I mean, he was annoying as hell, but at the same time helped me.
Gave
in a
DRS.
way. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was purposely doing it, but he was just being annoying little so-and-so. But it gave me the opportunity to regenerate some airs, save a bit of fuel, which I really needed to do. I think I just put a little bit too little in. So yeah, I mean that was it really. Even before I knew it was lap 36.
Yeah, and
Since some of the crashes, like Wee Biscuits, I don't know how that wasn't a safety car. I mean, I'm happy it wasn't a safety car, but that should have been a safety car.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I don't know if you see back. What was the first one where it could have been Clates? If you see Clates' incident, I still have no idea how that wasn't.
Well, Wee Biscuit crashed into the wall on a straight.
Yeah.
Just after the pit entrance. I mean, I presume he was trying to hug the inside a bit too much and clip the wall.
Yeah, I guess so.
Habits don't die hard with him, so yeah.
But yeah, your second win of the season after Monza, and you're still on this point streak from round 2, because I said earlier that both you and Fruit Boy didn't score in the opening round, and since then, you yourself have stayed in the points, and have scored pretty highly in a couple of times as well. So once again, your consistency is showing.
I mean, I'm not the fastest person in the division, but I would say I'm one of the most consistent.
Yeah, that's
what
does it. When we've had 13 different winners, it's what you got to do. Jeddah next time out. Obviously, we know Fishtix has done the breaking news and said he's not going to be here. So this is a massive opportunity for you to put the pressure on for the race after Miami. Difficult race or difficult track potentially to do it at. But what's your thoughts?
I hate it.
Ooh.
I'd be happy with 1 point.
Oh dear. Same as me.
Once Jeddah's out of the way, I'm at the last 2 tracks I love. I love Miami and I love Spain, so it's just about getting through it and getting to the last 2 tracks.
I guess really, because I think even after that race, I think Willy Bum and Zoms might be still there. Maybe not Zoms. I think it's now between you, Fishtix, and Fruit Boy. I guess really you're just going to keep tabs on Fruit Boy in that race.
Yeah, basically. Just keep an eye on Fruit Boy. I mean, obviously, it would be nice if Fishtix was there, but obviously he can't make it. So, yeah, it's one less person to worry about, should we say.
Alright then. And I think maybe you and Fruit Boy can win a Constructors, I believe, in Jeddah, but I need to check up on that, because you had a big-ish lead coming into this one, and you scored highly compared to the others, so see if that works out.
Like I said last week, I don't really care about
Don't really care about it. I know. No.
You know, I mean, I haven't kept tabs on it, so I couldn't tell you what the lead was or the points difference or anything like that. I'm just
you two had like 70-point lead going into this one, so pretty much almost there now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right then. Well, good luck for Jeddah next week, and well done on your second win.
Thank you, and thank you for streaming and taking the time to do it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Orphan. That is Brazil, and well, we still don't know who's going to win this championship in the drivers, but maybe we got a step closer. But definitely an intriguing race, I think, that one. Not high in the drama, but definitely the intrigueness was there, and it was I think we had some really good battles as well, so a pretty good one.
Yep, it's definitely sort of become more into Patronus's favour now, this championship. I would say with Fishtix not turning up, but like you say, his teammate is definitely in with a shout of pushing him all the way to the end, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the next race. It should be an interesting one. I think there'll be a lot more safety cars next week than there was this week, but which was strange. But yeah, it's all heating up now into the last 3 races.
Yep. Yeah, Saudi Arabia and Jeddah is the next track. As we mentioned, a 27 turn. The walls are close. The track is ridiculously fast as well. I mean, so the track difficulty is hard as well. So, as we're possibly predicting, it could be absolutely anybody that wins the race, and in any kind of manner. But join us for all that next week as we see the next chapter of F3. F4 is tomorrow around Brazil. I definitely will not be doing it. There's no chance, because I'm working late. But I believe Jake DeRozan or somebody will be doing that. And of course, with Mr. Neon's promotion to F3, I believe it opens up F4 dramatically. So, yeah, anybody's game in that. But let's see how Orphan and Old Manzi, Immortal Rogue, and all those can do tomorrow, 8 o'clock for that. And we will head to Jeddah starting Monday for the F1 race and so on. So make sure you join us for all of that. And we will see you next time. So for myself, BHA Firefish and Orphan, and everyone on the podium here, have a good evening and take care. See you next time.